Welcome to Are We the Only Ones? I'm Kathy, and today we're going to talk about some more of that Pete Hegseth war crime situation. The Franklin turtle meme that he used, their publisher got very upset and posted a message saying that they did not appreciate that he used that because Franklin is supposed to be about love and empathy and kindness and not about, obviously what he was trying to make it out to be. So I'm sure it was jarring for them to see Franklin the turtle firing an RPG, right? So, and now they're trying to basically scapegoat the admiral. Um, it's kind of obvious that was going to happen. That's probably why they got upset that the 6 senators had said, you know, be aware. They're going to ask you to do things probably, and you need to understand that they're going to have you holding the bag and you have a right to say no. And this is basically perfectly illustrated that. So if our country really cares about our military service, the honor of somebody who serves with distinction, then Pete Hegseth has to resign because he violates every single one of those tenets of what military people, what we expect them to be, what they expect themselves to be. He does none of that. So he cannot be the head of the former Department of Defense, newly Department of War. If that doesn't tell you the renaming of somebody that needs to put on a cosplay version of themselves in an official capacity to make themselves feel big and strong, that would be it. It's the most obvious ridiculousness. I mean, when you have a huge military like we do, we don't really need to go declare like we have a Department of War. Like we're so trust me, people know. So when you go in there acting like that, you're just being obviously like you're just a small person that could not actually do the real job. And so you have to cosplay when you have the authority to cosplay and then do all the abusive things that you would actually not be allowed to do and somehow try to do it. What kind of psychopath mentality is this that you think like this is some kind of like fun way to move when you are in charge of the most powerful military on earth? That is a sense of responsibility. I mean, people, you love Spider-Man? Hello. With great power comes great responsibility. Hello. Pete Hegseth must resign, and we must charge him with war crimes. And Donald Trump must also answer because there is no way that Pete Hegseth probably even takes a piss without letting Donald Trump know that he's headed that way. So don't try to convince this nation that Pete Hegseth, you didn't latterly had the authority to go do something like that without at least being able to have heard that it came down from the commander in chief. It's literally in the title. You take responsibility. It was your call. We've never operated like this before. Oh, and all of a sudden, this particular president's in office, and now we're operating like that. Who else would be at fault? Let's keep it real, people. Let's not act stupid. This is like ridiculous. If this country is going to fall, let it not be falling to a moron. Let it not fall to a complete idiot. Like, you know, when President Obama became president, I was like, that is the perfect person to be able to hold that title as the first Black president of the United States. He is the first Black president we could be all proud of. If this guy is the guy that takes down this country and democracy, a failed businessman, failed at multiple things. He can't even have a happy marriage. This man, we're going to let this man do all this to this great nation? There's no way. There's no way. And I want to thank all the Europeans that are saying, you guys in America, look, yeah, it's horrible that you're even facing this, but the fact that it took us a lot longer to fight off fascism, you guys are doing it way faster than we did. We're fighting it back way faster. So we can be proud of that. But let's keep it really real. There is no way that we are going to allow this buffoon to take down a democracy this great. There's no way, guys. We cannot. That's like the most laughable thing that could ever happen. Okay, let's look towards getting things back on track because, like, legitimately, if we don't, we're going to lose all of our standing in the world and we'll have earned it because we let a buffoon who had a 1.7 GPA at Fordham University, okay, it's a good school, but a 1.7 GPA? Like, come on. We're going to let that guy destroy the honor of our military? We're going to let a person who dodged the draft and then said that he had bone spurs, now he's going to, who shits in his pants? We're not going to let that guy take down this democracy. I'm telling you right now, that is not happening. Everybody needs to demand that Pete Hegseth get fired. That is the first step. Absolutely. Okay? Call your senators. Call your congressmen. Demand Pete Hegseth be held accountable. Call today. Call right now. Call. All right. Until next time.